Chores this morning in the single digits. It was about 7 degrees this morning. But these kids are saying they're cold. Can we go inside? I said, no way. Come on, let's get some more clothes on you. You gotta dress for the weather. That's better. Stay out of the water. See ya. I want to show you what I do with deep bedding and with bedding for the goats and the pigs to try to keep them warm in this weather, but also just keep their living conditions pleasant for them. First, I'm going to distract these goats with some hay and the cow, and then distract these pigs with some grain. Well, everyone's distracted by the grain. All right, down to business. This is the goats and the cow stall in the coldest weather. Well, the winter really. We have this open, and their bedding in here stays pretty dry. So we're using waste hay as bedding in the goat stall. That's hay that they haven't eaten, and it ends up building up. The cool thing about deep bedding in general is that it actually keeps the stall warm. When the top is dry here, but when you dig down, it's a little moist down in here, and the decomposition of this actually keeps it warm. Now it feels cool to me, but it's not as cold as the ground, because even though it's damp down here, it's not in the slightest bit frozen, and it's still about 10 degrees outside. I'm just skimming off kind of the top of this and throwing it out here and making a pile in the breezeway of the barn. So I've taken the top of the bedding off of this goat stall, and I have a pretty large pile of bedding right here. Old hay, it's damp. Why am I doing this? So far it's been simple. It's been goats in a stall with deep bedding. And I'll tell you, it's because pigs use this crazy huge amount of bedding. So as the goats bedding gets really, really deep in the winter, this year what I'm doing is throwing it into the pig stall next door. As you can see, the pigs just make a mess of bedding. I put in at least once, twice a week, I put in a large amount of hay or straw, and it just gets all trampled down and rooted up. All right, now these pigs have this thick layer in here. I don't have to worry about spreading it out. They'll spread it out and root it all through here. Some of you are gonna ask, okay, tell me again, I don't get why you're doing this. The reason, in a succinct statement, is I'm using my bedding twice, so I don't have to bring in as much volume for my pigs. If you see that pig stall and think that it's too little space for them, or that's not a ethical way to keep pigs, I would disagree with you respectfully. When you look at an area like this, this is what pigs do to an outdoor uncovered area without bedding, is it just turns into solid mud dirt. I would rather keep all of my pigs, in the winter at least, in some level of confinement with a covered area. If you do bedding, if I were to just throw straw out here, the problem is that the rain soaks it and it becomes completely sodded. All the straw and hay would get buried in muck and water out here, and it would be a completely anaerobic decomposition process. Stinky, nasty, mucky. When you do deep bedding inside in an enclosed covered area, you can maintain the bedding at a fairly low moisture level, and the pigs can continue to root through it. It can stay in aerobic decomposition, like composting process, And it's really a very good way to raise pigs, I think. Google like Swedish deep bedding or hoop deep bedding systems for hogs if you want to learn more about it. They're filming for a minute, Gracie. This one. Last thing I'll do is throw new bedding into the goat stall in here, so they've got something dry to lay down on. It's kind of second-rate hay from the bottom of a hay pile in the stall. And we start the cycle over again. We've been working out here cleaning up in the barn.
Reclaiming my feed room back.
Reclaiming the feed room from the puppies. There's just a mess in there, I'll show it to you. And I'm burning the bedding that had the puppy feces mixed into straw and hay. And it's nasty and smoky, but I didn't really want to put it anywhere else.
I know.
All the little bantams are sleeping in the stall tonight because it's so cold. What are you doing, Justin?
Making cryo ice.
Cleaning up all this ice, breaking up this ice and raking up for fun.
Ice skating thing.
Yeah. Bree has the goats over here behind the barn for a few minutes of supervised
play.
Freedom. Brownie's not happy about it. He's inside the fence and he's just quite emotional about the whole thing. This is the area just inside this big barn door downstairs here that we cleaned out here, and then the puppies were in this room. And it's not perfect, but just got the junk, some junk out of here, cleaned up the trash, cleaned up most of the dog poop. Anyway, we've been needing to do that. Well, folks, this has been another great day on the homestead. I'm taking the baby in real quick. Bree's putting the goats up.
Yep.
What else are we going to do today? What does the rest of our day hold?
Eat chili. Put the kids to bed.
Exciting stuff.
It's exciting to me. He's ready to go in. You want to go inside? He's so cold.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in another video soon. Time to shut things down.